Then from here it's Foster, Reardon, Donnelly, Day and Boyd. We know that O'Grady will be at lock, and Day and Hooker. We'll have to see the rest of the where the rest of them are when they pack down. Peter Rowles, number 6, is the Western Suburbs 5'8", the key man on the Western Suburbs team, the team's goal kicker, one of the leading point scorers in this year's competition, and of course a very good pivot, and one of the players who must be in contention for a tour this year. Max Krilich leads out the Manly team, which is Graeme at full-back, the 3/4. Tom Mooney, Stephen Knight, Russell Gardner and Simon Booth. Alan Thompson is at 5'8", Steve Martin at half and Ian Martin at lock. Walker and Randall in the second row, Harvey, Krilich and Thompson the front row, and the coach, of course, is Frank Stanton. Here's Ian Martin, number 8, the Manly Warringah lock forward, a late inclusion in this team, which wasn't finalised until an hour and a half before kick-off. But Ian Martin takes his place in the side, and what a strong player he is. Krilich tosses the coin, and in a moment we'll see who's won the toss. It's been won by Krilich, and he's decided to defend the right end of the field. Now the wind today is coming across the ground from the east. Earlier it was a sou'easter, and it would have been the team running from right to left, but at the moment it's coming directly across field from the east. Now the kick by Western Suburbs. The game underway. It's Manly possession through lock forward Ian Martin. The final of the 1978 competition. The winner into the grand final against Cronulla Sutherland next Saturday. Reg Gasnier.
Well, I expect that we're going to see a very tough, torrid game. We've got two very physical packs of forwards out there, both Manly and Western Suburbs. Right through this season, Wests have been very physical, been very strong, and this is where their power is, and I believe this is where they're going to play the game. It's going to be a power game. I'm sure they're going to try and upset the Manly forwards right from the word go. Manly's strength, of course, is out in their back line. I feel they'll do very well to throw that ball out to the backs as much as possible to make Western Suburbs forwards move around. But we're going to see a very tough, tight game.
And the referee is indicating hair pulling there. There's Stephen Knight held in the tackle. And look at the number of players around him. And it's, I think it's actually Tommy Raudonikis who pulls him down by the hair. And that's the reason for the penalty. Steve Martin taking the kick for Manly Warringah, finding the line just short of halfway. Max Krilich, the Manly captain, the free kick. To Ian, the big prop forward. And Randall takes it just into West's half. Oh, he's a strong fellow indeed, forcing the defence back in that tackle. Martin the player, or at least Randall. There wasn't about Randall until the team was finalised at 1:30. And this is Edie through a gap and backing up Knight. Knight almost to the quarter line on West end of the ground. Eventually caught by Foster and Boyd. On it comes to Steve Martin, and now Ian Martin on to Walker. Walker takes the tackle close to the quarter line on West end of the ground. Manly looking good with the ball. Ian Martin is a dummy half for Manly. Back it goes to Harvey, playing prop forward today. In place of the suspended John Gray. Krilich, Martin, Thompson. This is Alan Thompson, and beautifully to Gardner, and he's out of the tackle inside the corner, but straight to David Waite on the wing for Western Suburbs. The Western Suburbs winger plays the ball back, and it's Western possession now. Foster, just inside his own quarter line. Now back it goes to Donnelly. Coming hard into the ruck. Shane Day is a dummy half. Now a penalty against Manly. Now here's the penalty taken by Dorahy. And Dorahy has found the line just in Manly's half. Shane Day with a free kick. A dummy to Reardon, and then the ball went to Boyd and out to Waite on the wing. And that's not far from the quarter line on Manly's end of the ground. Back it comes to Reardon, into Raudonikis. Foster. The Manly quarter line there. Day, Raudonikis. Held in that tackle by Randall, just inside the quarter line. Back it comes to Dorahy and onto Donnelly. Taking the tackle from Harvey and Martin. But only 15 metres out from Manly's line now. From Day, it went to Reardon. And Reardon about 12 metres or so out from the line. 5 tackles gone for Western Suburbs. Day is at dummy half. Cutting out Foster. This is Dorahy. And Dorahy's held in the 6th tackle, 10 metres out from the line. Now, let's see how West pack into this scrum. Well, Reardon is in the 2nd row. Donnelly and Boyd in the front row. Reardon and Foster in the 2nd row. It's a Manly ball from the scrum, and out it goes to Ian Martin, standing off. Still inside the quarter on Manly's end of the ground, and there's a Western Suburbs player, Shane Day, on the ground, requires attention. Manly in possession, just inside the Manly quarter line. Krilich is at the dummy half. Ian Thompson.
There's a lot of heavy stuff going on out there. Shane Day is just getting up on his feet now to go back to position.
Boyd got through very, very quickly in the fence then to trap the Manly scrum half mark. Ian Martin to Alan Thompson. Knights playing against his former club, Western Suburbs. Away to Ian Martin. Eadie for that kick, and Eadie looking for the touchline, and he's found it. That's a good kick from Graeme Eadie, taking play almost back to halfway. It is right on halfway. Now, Raudonikis to feed the scrum. And Reg Gasnier, what do you think of the move to put Boyd into the front row?
Obviously, Master's plan is for speed. Wants to take that ball up fast. Boyd is quite a good player in close. I rather think he's better as a runner out wide. I can't see, I think by playing him prop forward is going to tighten his play up. Well, he likes a bit of room out wide.
And surely playing in the front row is going to drain him of some of his strength too.
Yes.
In possession, just on Manly's side of the halfway line. The ball to be played back here by Reardon. On it goes to Raudonikis. Loose one, picked up by Donnelly and on to Boyd. That's near the halfway line. 5 tackles gone for West. Back to O'Grady. Just on Manly's side of the halfway line, but that's the 6th tackle. Manly scrum win. Steve Martin on the blind side. That's a solid tackle from Tommy Raudonikis. Or no, it wasn't Raudonikis. It was Giteau who was standing in very close to the scrum. That's the centre. And that's a penalty against Western Suburbs, and it's against Donnelly. Trying to take the ball away from the top. The Manly player has been hurt. Steve Martin again kicking for the touchline for Manly. And that takes play deep into West's half, inside the quarter line. Steve Martin with a free kick. On to Alan Thompson and back to Steve Martin, and now Ian Thompson. And he's made good ground too. That's only 10 metres out from the line now. Ball played back, and away it goes to Steve Martin, to Ian Martin. Now Knights. He got the ball away, but the movement stopped there as Eadie had to play it. Now this is Knight. 10 metres out from the line. Manly looking strong in this position. Back it comes to Steve Martin, to Ian Martin. And out through Harvey to Alan Thompson, and now it's Gardner. Gardner in the centre. Caught by O'Grady in that tackle. Still inside the Western Suburbs quarter line. The tackle count mounting up now. As the ball goes on, that's number 5 on Manly. Back it comes to Krilich. On to Steve Martin for the up and under. That might be a little too deep. Dorahy's under it. Plenty of time, but he's dropped it. And it could be a Manly try. Yes! It's a Manly try. And it's scored by Alan Thompson. Lost by the fullback in the end goal.
Well, what a great up and under here. And first blood to Manly. Beautifully placed. Now, Dorahy appears to have all the time in the world to take this ball. He gets his elbows together, but spills a simple take. And there's Alan Thompson right on the spot to go in for a try. A back by Dorahy.
Graeme Eadie attempting the conversion of the Alan Thompson try. And it's 2 more points, and it's 5-0 in favour of Manly after 10 minutes. There's the kick-off by West, and I'm wondering if Manly can stand the pace after their 2 very tough games against Parramatta.
Possession is important here. If Max Krilich is able to win the scrums, he's ahead. Manly have had most of the ball so far. But if Krilic can win this ball, it's certainly going to help Manly.
That scrum moving a bit close to the touchline. The referee wants them in 10 metres. Martin feeds. And it's a Manly ball again. Thompson away to Edie. And he's through Giteau. Down towards halfway. Can't beat Dorahy. On the halfway line now. Edie to play it. Steve Martin, Ian Martin, Walker. That's the halfway line.
Manly look very good out wide. Gardner's made breaks early. Edie always a danger up in that back line. They've got to be the tactics to move that ball out wide.
Ian Martin just into West half. Back to Harvey. Krilic, Steve Martin, Randall. And that's a penalty against Wests. And it's another penalty to Manly.
It's silly play by Western Suburbs there, giving those penalties away. It's all very move into the tackles legally and put the Manly men on the ground, but it's silly. That's throwing the game away.
So it's Manly back inside the quarter line on west end of the ground. There's that wall again as the ball goes to Thompson and back to Martin. That wall giving him some protection, but he was well and truly caught. Still inside the quarter line. Now from Ian Thompson, away through Ian Martin to, who's it? Can't see him there as he's well and truly wrapped up. It's Walker. Walker to play it. Back to Krilic. Ian Martin. Thompson. That's very, very hard tackling. Donnelly affecting this one on... back to Ian Thompson, Steve Martin, Alan Thompson. And then tonight, with the defence right on top of him, 5 tackles on on Manly, as it goes to Steve Martin. And got it away too, and Alan Thompson puts up the up and under. Dorahy under it, takes it this time, and he'll be held just in the field of play. Back it comes now to the winger Cain, Buddy Cain. Dorahy on to look like Reardon. And he's lost it, it's a Manly ball. Manly in possession, 10 metres out from the line. Passed out to Ian Martin. Martin is 10 metres out. Manly leading by 5 points to 0 and looking good. As it goes to Ian Thompson, back to Walker. Inside the 10 metres line now. The pressure right on West once more. As it comes to Krilic, Martin, Thompson, Edie, and out to the winger Booth. Booth inside the quarter line, but Manly lost ground. 5-0 in favour of Manly. Randall up on the blind side. Randall about 12 metres out from the line and 5 tackles gone on Manly. Alan Thompson moves up to dummy half. There could be another kick here. As it goes to Steve Martin, and there's the up and under once more. And Dorahy under it again in the end goal, but takes it over the dead ball line this time. Drop out by Dorahy. And it's Mooney in possession for Manly. The winger runs down towards the quarter line again. Most of the game has been on West's end of the field so far. The scrums have gone to Manly 2-1, and the penalties have gone to Manly 3-1. Now away to Martin, Ian Martin, now Harvey. A nice don't argue for Shane Day, the West hooker. Out to Ian Martin, Thompson, Gardner in the centre, now Booth. Won't get past Cain. Well taken in the tackle just short of the quarter line on West end of the ground. Alan Thompson, Walker, and almost through. Last-ditch tackle there from O'Grady for West. Away to Steve Martin, Alan Thompson. Knight, and Knight has lost it into the hands of Waite Smith of Western Suburbs, and the tall centre is just outside his own quarter. Now, back through Reardon to Raudonikis and Foster, and there's plenty of support as it goes to Boyd, and now out to the wing, it's Cain, but he's over the touchline, stepped over the touchline, and the scrum will go down a few metres in West half. Raudonikis feeds, and it's a West ball this time. Back to Dorahy. Well marked by Alan Thompson, but the ball goes to Rowles, and that's a bad pass. Straight out to Mooney, and now it's Gardner trying to get around Waite. Back comes to Mooney, and now it's Edie down the touchline. Can't cover to fit for O'Grady. That's a good tackle, taking him over the touchline. And there's a scrum penalty, and it's against Manly. This will relieve the pressure for Western Suburbs.
Yes, that's a relief there for West, because Manly will playing excellent football. Graeme once again up that right-hand side. He's in danger. He's having an excellent game, and he's a constant worry to the outside defence of Western Suburbs. It's now West's turn to attack. Manly need to keep that straight line and move up together.
Back today at dummy half, and onto Raudonikis and Foster. 12 metres outside the Western Suburbs quarter line. Raudonikis and Dorahy, and straight out, Waite on the wing. Boyd is the dummy half. Raudonikis, and now Donnelly. There, passed out. There's not possession. Smith, Raudonikis, equal to the task. Scrum half. Back it comes now, and lost by West, but a penalty, I think, against Eadie. Yes, Eadie penalised by referee Greg Hartley. Peter Rowles now with a penalty goal attempt for Western Suburbs. Eadie. And this is being chased right to the goal line by O'Grady, the Western Suburbs lock forward. So far, just out. Back. Donnelly. Thompson, and now Knight. Man well inside the quarter. O'Grady's there to tackle though, inside the Western Suburbs quarter line. Back it comes to Mooney. Manly back in the danger zone again now as it goes to Martin, and now Ian Martin and Ian Thompson on the quarter line. Knocked on by Alan Thompson, and that gives possession back to West. West ball as Foster runs from dummy half. And there's a penalty against Manly inside the 5 metres in the play of the ball.
It's very important to hold this ball.
Penalty for West, Dorahy, and that's still about 7 or 8 metres from halfway. Reardon with a free kick. Raudonikis. And usually manages to make ground right on the halfway line now. Away it goes to Donnelly, and through Rowles to Smith. Buddy Cain in a dummy half with Giteau out on the wing. And play almost back to the halfway line. Played back by Reardon. Now through Cain, a long one to Rowles and O'Grady, and then Boyd. Boyd up towards halfway, just into Manly's half. Out to Waite, back in through to Dorahy, and through the legs to Dorahy. But halfway line. Coming hard into the run. 5 tackles gone. Day to O'Grady for that kick through for Western Suburbs, but it's straight to Eadie. And Eadie's caught by O'Grady, 15 metres in Manly's half. 5-2 in favour of Manly Warringah, 22 and a half minutes into the first half. Grillage now at dummy half for Manly. Ian Martin. Harvey. And put it down as he was held in the tackle. That's a knock-on. Penalty against Western Suburbs. Not packing straight and moving the scrum away from the mark. And Steve Martin will take the kick for Manly. The breeze has swung a little more around to the southeast now, and it is favouring Manly. And Martin finds touch almost 10 metres in West half. Free kick by Grillage. Steve Martin, Alan Thompson, Martin, and now Ian Thompson Walker held just in west half. 5-2 in favour of Manly Warringah. Steve Martin, the Knight, and that's a knock-on. It's Western possession, and this is Smith in the centre. Waite is a dummy half, the winger. Held by Mooney, his opposite number. Day to Donnelly, got inside Harvey, but well wrapped up by Krilich and Ian Thompson. Day, Raudonikis. Oh, and that's Rowles. 12 metres on Manly's side of the halfway line. Boyd from dummy half, makes a bit more ground for Wests. 5 tackles gone for Western Suburbs. And Cain is over there at dummy half. There's the up and under from Dorahy. That's coming down just out from the line, and Edie is allowed the ball. And Giteau's got the try. It's a try by Giteau for Western Suburbs. Edie not getting to the ball, and it's 5-all.
Well, that was a great place kick there. Well done, very high. Graeme Edie. Dorahy gives it that little bit extra. It's very high. You see Edie trying desperately to get there. Makes the error of letting that ball bounce. Could have he made it? Well, it's a very costly error if he could have, but that's a great try to run Giteau.
Peter Rowles, can he put West in front? That's swinging out to the left, it's no goal. It's 5-all in the final after 25.5 minutes. Graeme Edie again takes the kick-off for Western Suburbs, and that's back to Dorahy, close to his goal line. O'Grady moving with him. O'Grady now. Born dangerously away to Smith. Smith is inside his own quarter. I would have thought that O'Grady should have taken the tackle on that occasion, with Manly pouring through, and Smith was quite a long way from him. This is Raudonikis to Donnelly. Donnelly just outside his own quarter line. 5-all. Raudonikis. Foster. Now back to Dorahy up at dummy half, and now Day. Bit of ground too. And there's a penalty, and it's against Manly Warringah. John Dorahy with the line kick. Finds it just in Manly's half. The penalties now are 5-4 in West's favour, and the scrums are 2-all. Bone-jarring tackle from Terry Randall on Donnelly. Now it's Boyd. Back to Day. Raudonikis, O'Grady. Out on the blind side. 10 or 11 metres in Manly's half. Foster. Dorahy. And back to Raudonikis, and he's made good ground. Away it goes to Giteau. Giteau a few metres short of the Manly quarter line. Day and West are looking better now. This is Reardon, just inside the quarter. Back to Cain, and now Foster. And Foster takes the 5th tackle. Back to Day. And on to Rowles for the kick this time, and that's out wide for Smith coming through. And Edie takes it brilliantly, but runs over the touchline. It's a Manly scrum win. 10 metres out from the line now. The ball to be played by Edie. Away now to Mooney, who's come across from the wing. And that's a good run too. Gained a lot of ground. Just inside the quarter line. Back to Alan Thompson. Out to Krilich. Terry Randall is in a dummy half for Manly. On the blind side, it's Ian Thompson. And now Booth, the winger. Well taken by Buddy Cain, his opposite. Harvey to Steve Martin. Foster and Donnelly in that tackle. Alan Thompson. Ian Martin. Good strong run by Martin. Down towards halfway. Raudonikis feeds the scrum. It's a West ball. Dorahy up from fullback. And got it away nicely to Waite, who'd come in from the wing. Waite over the halfway line. Back in the Manly's half. Now, from the dummy half Rowles. Back to Dorahy once more. He's getting up into a lot of the play. From Raudonikis to Rowles. O'Grady. 12 metres short of the quarter line on the ground. It's 5-all in the final. Wayne from dummy half. Away to Foster. That's a floater indeed to Waite on the wing. And he's around Krilich. but taken down in the tackle, still about 12 metres or so short of the quarter line. Out to Raudonikis, and now Boyd on the burst. Boyd up to the quarter line. 5 tackles gone for Western Suburbs. We could see another up and under as it comes back to Rowles, but another penalty. And Boyd didn't get up to play the ball. Played the ball while he was still on the ground. That's the reason for the penalty, and it's another let off for Manly Warringah. There's Roy Masters, the Western Suburbs coach. And Edie finds the line with a kick just outside the Manly quarter. Simon Booth. 14 to 15 metres in his own half. Village at half. Into Alan Thompson. Walker. Held by Foster. Village. Martin. And now the other Martin, Ian. 10 metres from halfway. Less than that now. Village. Steve Martin. Through Harvey to Alan Thompson. Edie. Around a couple. Edie making ground. Right to the halfway line. Edie to play it. And away it goes to Ian Thompson. Got away from a high one from O'Grady, and it's going to be a penalty against O'Grady. Ian Martin kicks to the touchline. The penalties favouring Manly now, 7 to 6. And the pressure back on West now. Manly inside the quarter line. By Martin, and there's that ball once more. And this time to the blind side to Harvey. 10 metres out. 5 scores. 4 minutes from half-time. Out to Ian Martin. Walker. Knights. Back to Walker. Just inside the quarter line. Manly lost ground. Steve Martin. Randall. Ian Thompson. Good tackling from West. Village. Martin. Ian Martin. Knight. Inside the quarter line. Back it comes to Alan. Tripping over Day there as he tried to step around him. Now Ian. And from Harvey to Randall and out wide Gardner. Gardner inside the quarter line again. Oh, that's a terrific tackle from Donnelly. Back to Martin. Steve Martin making ground, and there's the little kick through, and can he regain? Close to the line, he's lost it. Knock on, says the referee.
Manly looking very strong. They needed that ball there, but Raudonikis has got it. With time running out, we've only got a couple of minutes to go before half-time. I think the respective coaches could be pretty happy with their performance. Western Suburbs, well, they've looked very sharp in the last 10 minutes. They're in trouble now, of course, up in their own territory. The last few minutes, they've looked good.
And this is Rowles, and he's got the winger outside of him as he draws the ball back. This Cain, but a great tackle from Booth coming from behind. Too much pace for Cain. And now from Rowles into Foster, Dorahy, and on to Smith, and Boyd. He's got support outside, gets the pass back, but it's left behind by O'Grady, picked up by Waite. In it comes now to Smith. And he takes the tackle about 17 metres or so in Manly's half. So it's West back on the attack now. And this is Donnelly. Got to Dorahy, and he's gone through them. And now it's Raudonikis. Raudonikis 10 metres out from the line has lost the ball. It's Randall for Manly. Getting it away to Alan Thompson. And Thompson 9 metres out in the field of play. What a seesawing game. Fluctuating fortunes in this match. 5 all the scores. Less than 2 minutes from half-time.
Yes, the play's going from one end of the field to the other. Western Suburbs looked dangerous in the last 10 minutes and have only just been unable to hold the ball. It's been handling errors that let them down, and also they've given penalties away. But Manly, can they stand this pace? How will they go in the second half? It's been a very fast match in this first half. How can their coach, Frankie Stanton, keep them going? I think this is the big question mark. Western Suburbs look very sharp, and no doubt will come out again very strong in the second half.
That's 5 tackles on Manly as Harvey gets up to play the ball. A minute from half-time. And Steve Martin, a little kick through, but it's down to Giteau. Giteau of Western possession. And he's beaten Edie. Runs back to his half. That's a good run by Giteau. 10 metres outside the quarter line once more. Now from Foster, away to Reardon. Reardon. Back to Day. Raudonikis. And through Rowles, out wide. Gathered in by Smith. Smith up to the quarter. Inside to Dorahy. Held inside the quarter line. Rowles again. And away to Cain, and a little flick back inside to Reardon. And through Rowles again. Foster picked it up, gave it away, and now back to O'Grady. Plenty of passing, but they're not making ground. Now it's Boyd, and Boyd is down 12 metres out from the line. 5 all the scores, right on half-time. There's the hooter as Raudonikis puts it in the air. Booth underneath it for Manly. Took it well, and over the touchline he goes. And it's half-time in the final. And what a final it is, with the scores at half-time. 5 all. The kick-off is by Manly. Second half is underway, and it's 5 all in the final. Dorahy for Western Suburbs, bringing play out to the quarter line. And Reg, I had the feeling that late in that game, Western Suburbs was looking stronger, and Manly just lagging a little.
I think they're starting to feel the effects of those games, John. I do agree with you. They weren't moving up nearly as fast as they did earlier in this game. And as a result, well, the West players started to move forward. This fellow that's going to get the ball now, Tommy Raudonikis, I feel, is going to be a constant threat to the Manly side. Raudonikis is a great general, and I feel that if Manly do not move up, then Raudonikis is just going to take this game. He does it so well. O'Grady and also Boyd playing very strong and very well indeed. Boyd, interesting to note, he's doing a lot of running out wide. We'll have to check just where he's playing. Whether he's still in the front row, or is he playing second row? We'll check it out.
Now it's West moving with the ball, but that's a knock-on by Boyd. Rather low pass, and the scrum is to go down. Or at least it's Manly with the advantage, of course. And now the scrum will go down. Ian Thompson being taken over the touchline a few metres in Manly's half. The first scrum of the second half, it's a Manly ball, but a West penalty. Dorahy kicks for the line and finds it just short of the quarter. So it's West in possession and on the attack now as it goes to Dorahy, moving up on the blind side. Shane Day moves into dummy half. Now it goes to O'Grady. Inside the quarter, back to Day. Raudonikis, the long one to Giteau in the centre. Well covered there by the Manly defence. Rowles, the 5'8". Back to Raudonikis, and he's lost it. Gone. But no, the referee says the tackle count restarts. Well, that's a bit down. It was touched by Manly, and the tackle count has started again for West. So that's the first tackle. And now it's away to Rowles. Day, and a reverse to Boyd. And Boyd's not far out. Reardon looking for it there, but Boyd had to take the tackle. Away to Raudonikis. And the long one from Rowles. Loader out to Waite, and he's knocked it on. From the scrum, it's a West ball. So the pressure's Stanley. This is O'Grady to Waite. O'Grady again. Away through Foster to Rowles. And out of one tackle. Back to Dorahy. Not a good pass. Dorahy in possession, but back on the quarter line. Foster from dummy half. Inside the quarter again for Wests. Good tackle from Randall. Dorahy up at dummy half. And it looks as if there's going to be a change in the Manly team. Out on the touchline, there's a Manly player waiting to go on. I think it might be Wayne Springall.
Yes, it is, John.
And that's 5 tackles on Western Suburbs. Back to Raudonikis and then Rowles. And the up and under. 2 tries already from kicks, and that's close to the line, and Foster has it. And Foster is over, I think. No, the referee says no try. Can't get the ball down. The referee says the ball is not on the ground. No try. Now let's see it again. Another very high kick, this time from Rowles. And Foster goes through here. Foster gathers that ball, actually gets over the line with it. from the ensuing play. It's West back in possession now, and a penalty against Western Suburbs. Mooney has gone down hurt, and there's been a change in the Manly team. Wayne Springall has gone on, and Terry Randall has come off. Now it's Manly after the free kick, and that's Springall wearing jumper number 14. He's come onto the Manly team, replacing Terry Randall. Now it's through Alan Thompson to Ian Martin, not far from West quarter line. Village to Martin, Thompson, Ian Thompson, the prop forward. Alan Thompson is a dummy half. Back to Martin. And the scrum half is on the Western Suburbs quarter line. Alan Thompson.
This Alan Thompson is a great footballer. Does it well. He's got to move up fast, too quickly. There's the gap, steps inside Dorahy. Good tackle there by surely over the line.
Graeme attempts the conversion. That's not a bad looking kick either. It's a very good kick by Western Suburbs, and a change in the Western Suburbs team. Bruce Gibbs has gone on for Western Suburbs, and it looks as if Reardon
so
Raudonikis. Oh, and a great... Only the fullback in front of Raudonikis. But Edie takes him in the tackle, just inside the Manly quarter line. Nobody went with Raudonikis then, nobody close enough. Away to O'Grady, and the kick once more. Coming down not far out from the line, and it's missed by Manly. Now they have it, I think it's loose, and over the line O'Grady, but the referee says no. He's called them back for a knock-on. Let's see it again. O'Grady it is who puts up this high kick. The players all onside as the ball comes down. It bounces. Must have been touched by a West player. It's gone loose. O'Grady is there to regather. Walker straight up the middle. And backing up to Ian Thompson inside the quarter line. Looking for support, but takes the tackle about 9 metres out from the line. Great tackle from Dorahy. Back it comes down. Walker. Just 12 metres out from West line. 10-5 in favour of Manly. 15 minutes into the second half. Ian Martin to Trillage. Alan Thompson. Booth on the wing. Got his pass away tonight. And the tackle count restarts by West. And it's Alan Thompson. 12 metres out from the line, held by Raudonikis and Foster. Back it comes to Trillage. And Trillage is 5 metres out from the line. The pressure on West. Forced to defend desperately now with Manly leading 10-5. Ian Martin back to Harvey. And Harvey's only 3 or 4 metres out from the line. From Trillage to Martin, Alan Thompson, and the long one to Booth on the wing. Booth held, got it back though, and it's Edie. Edie close, got his pass away to but it went to Dorahy. And Dorahy, I think, has it for West, or has he? Struggle for possession, it's still Manly's ball. And on a and now Harvey to Ian Thompson, put down by him. And now it's West in possession, 12 metres out from West line.
that was great there from Western Suburbs, but Manly have a new lease of life. They threw everything at Western Suburbs there, and it was great that they could keep them out. Good football.
Donnelly taking some stopping there. And now it's O'Grady and Manly offside. Inside the 5 metres. Springall, the man at fault. Dorahy taking the penalty kick for West. And finding several metres in Manly's half. The free kick to be taken by Day. And here's Donnelly on the burst again. Oh, good tackle. And the Manly player, Ian Martin, hurt in that tackle of Donnelly. It's a penalty against Day of Western Suburbs. Loose arm. Steve Martin kicking for the touchline. The penalties are now 10-9 in Manly's favour. So it's Manly on the halfway line. Mooney. Running straight into Day and Gibbs. Village. Allen. Walker. 10 metres into West half. Alan Thompson. Steve Martin. And Knight. Back to Grillage. Manly looking good. 18 minutes into the second half. It's Martin to Springall. And a good break by Springall. Well inside the quarter. That's Alan Thompson. Can't get away from the defence. Held only 3 or 4 metres out from the line. Thompson to play it. Manly close again. From Edie to Martin. And now Ian Martin. Harvey. And almost through the gap. He got the ball to Walker. And Walker close. And the referee has ruled a deliberate forward. Forward from Harvey to Walker. It's a penalty to Western Suburbs. Here it is again. Let's see it. There's Harvey. Now let's see it. Walker coming through, backing up, and there's the pass. And the referee says deliberately forward. Western possession defending. Steve Martin has been hurt as the ball goes to Rowles. A nice dummy, but not quite through the gap. And a tackle by Springall. Raudonikis inside Rowles. And that kick is to Edie for Manly, coming back towards halfway. Around, and he's beaten Donnelly. Good tackle by Raudonikis.
Great tackle, Tommy.
Ian Martin. Tom Mooney, who left his wing and was right across there. Right over from the right wing. Steve Martin looks okay now. Close to the halfway line. Less than 20 minutes now, and it's 10-5 in favour of Manly. And Grillage taking the tackle. 10 metres back into West half. Alan Thompson to Ian Martin. Harvey. Bruce Gibbs tackles. Ian Martin. Makes good ground. To the quarter line. 6 tackles on Manly. And penalty, and it's against Western Suburbs. They going down in the scrum. This is a very important kick for Manly Warringah. Edie puts it in the air and raises the flags, and it's 5 in favour of Manly. Kick off by Dorahy of Western Suburbs. And is put down by Ian Thompson, picked up by Cain. Western on Manly's quarter line. And from dummy half, it's Boyd inside the Manly quarter. Boyd to play it back now. And it goes to Donnelly. Donnelly taken in that tackle about 16 metres out from the line. Under Raudonikis. Day. Gibbs coming hard up the middle, but taken in the tackle nicely by Alan Thompson. Back to Cain, who's a dummy half, and now Raudonikis. Day on the 10 metres line, and the referee raised his hand. I think he was indicating 5 tackles. The ball comes back to Boyd, and Boyd goes down, and a penalty against Manly. 15 minutes left as Rowles goal for West, and he kicks it. And it's 12-7 in favour of Manly Warringah.
It's been a tremendous effort when you
Kick off by Manly.
Tremendous.
Well into West half.
Tremendous when you consider what Manly have been through. Those Parramatta matches were very tough and very solid indeed. This one out here is just as hard and just as tough. The tackling, the pace has been tremendous. It's been fluctuating backwards and forwards. Well, it's an incredible performance by Manly. Western Suburbs are still certainly well and truly in it. But can Manly...
Now it's Rowles for West. Back to Gibbs. And Boyd backing up. Few metres in West. Raudonikis over the halfway line and 5 tackles gone. Foster straight back to Dorahy for the kick. But Edie is underneath that one. Close to touch. Plenty of defence up there. Good tackle by Giteau on the Manly quarter line. Back to Mooney. About 13 minutes left. Brannigan has gone on for Manly Warringah. Ray Brannigan has gone on. Let's see who's come off. I notice Ian Martin is still out there. Steve Martin is there. Alan Thompson is there. Stephen Knight is still out there. I think it might have been Gardner who's come off.
Yes.
There's the kick. Yes, Gardner has come off. And Gardner limping along the touchline. So it's Ray Brannigan on for Manly Warringah, replacing Russell Gardner. And it's West in possession, 10 metres outside West quarter line. Stay at dummy half, and on to Raudonikis. Well picked up over 80. 12 metres outside the Western Suburbs quarter line, from Foster to Boyd. Taken by Brannigan in that tackle. Says around the chest, on the neck. From Raudonikis, it goes to Gibbs, or float pass. Kicked through by Western Suburbs, picked up by Steve Martin. And Martin takes play well back into West half. Scrillage. Alan Thompson. Out Brannigan with that pass to Edie. 12-7 in favour of Manly Warringah, and about 12 minutes left in the final. Village almost to the quarter line. Springall, Martin, Ian Thompson, Alan Thompson. 5 tackles gone for Manly now. Alan Thompson, Steve Martin, the up and under, and that's not a bad. Down to Dorahy, and Dorahy takes it well with Walker on top of him.
Yes, well taken, John Dorahy. That was a lot of pressure there.
Dorahy has been hurt. Collision between the two of them, Walker and Dorahy, and both have been hurt.
Well judged kick here too. Does very well to get underneath and gets right up, catches it. Because Walker's right there at the same time. Well done, John Dorahy.
Day with a free kick. Donnelly. 10 metres short of the quarter line on Manly's end of the ground. Back to Dave. Now Foster. Held by Hunt. Raudonikis. And put down by Boyd. Picked up by Alan Thompson. This is Knight. Right up to the halfway line. West have lost the ball again. They've made too many handling errors in this half.
I was about to say, John, also in the first half, they're unable to capitalise. They kept losing the ball at critical times and didn't finish their movements. I feel that it's probably cost them the game with their poor handling. That too many times they've thrown passes or they've lost the ball and given Manly that valuable possession. Manly needed because of their condition. And they've handled it very well. They've placed themselves perfectly.
This game has been watched today by a crowd of 27,345, and that's well short of the 42,600 odd who were here midweek for the semi-final replay. It's Manly leading, 12-7. We're inside the last 5 minutes of the game now. Can Manly hang on as Brannigan kicks for the line and finds it? West ball, I think, from the scrum, but a penalty against West, a loose arm day, penalty to Manly. That makes the penalties 13 all, and the scrums have gone Manly. Sorry, the scrums are 6 all. 6 all the scrums, and the penalties 13 all. There's little more than 3 minutes of playing as Graeme attempts the penalty goal for Manly Warringah. And that's looking good. It's a goal! That's a great kick by Graeme. He's going to kick for the touchline, but was asked by his captain to attempt the goal, and it's probably the match-winning goal. 14-7 in favour of Manly Warringah.
Yes, a great kick, a great pressure kick. The West very eager to get on with the game. They realise that this game's out of their grasp. They've got to score points. They've got to get that ball.
Ian Martin hurt in that tackle, and so too was a West player. Looks like Boyd. And it's Manly in possession. 10 metres outside the Manly quarter. And the tackle taken by Springall. It's not Boyd receiving attention. It's another of the West players. It might be the winger, David Waite, receiving attention. But it's Manly in possession. Time running out of the match. That's 2.25 minutes to go. And here's Manly team on the move once more. 10 metres from the halfway line, but 5 tackles gone. Brannigan now, and Brannigan rubber kicks for the line, but that's off a West player, and the tackle count restarts. Play on the halfway line. Inside the last 2 minutes now, and it's 14-7 in favour of Manly Warringah. What a tremendous performance by this team. A semi-final on Sunday. That semi-final replayed on Wednesday. The final today, and Manly looked like coming through. What we have now, with time running out and a margin of points. Held in possession. 12 metres short of the West quarter line.
There's been some great performances out there, John. None better than Alan Thompson. Thompson's had a tremendous game. Not only has he scored 2 tries for Manly, his general play has been excellent. He's been moving the ball out wide, he's been involved in it, his defence has been excellent, and he's had a mark, to me, at my Player of the Day award.
There's 1 minute left now, as the referee indicates 6 tackles and the scrum to go down 10 metres out from West quarter line. Raudonikis to feed. Scrum moving away towards the touchline. Time running out. There's less than a minute left now as Raudonikis takes the ball from the scrum base. O'Grady at dummy half. Away through Rowles to Dorahy. Tackled by Brannigan just outside the Western Suburbs quarter line. Less than half a minute left now as Smith gets the pass away to Foster. Foster held on the quarter line. And now lost by Western Suburbs, and it's Manly back on the attack. Inside the quarter line. Time running out as Brannigan runs from dummy half and is held by the defence well inside the quarter. We should hear the hooter in a few seconds now as the ball goes to Walker, and Walker 10 metres out from the line takes the tackle. And there it is. It's over, and it's Manly Warringah into the grand final. What a tremendous performance by Manly Warringah. Into the grand final, ending the run of the minor premiers Western Suburbs.